Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Alex with Pods and Mods. I'm a new YouTube channel here on the platform, and I wanted to start out to try and get into the gaming industry a little bit and talk about the things that I love and I'm passionate about, like video games, how they're made, what kind of technology is behind them, and then just some of the news surrounding some of the latest titles like Outriders, Cyberpunk, and get into that kind of stuff. Hopefully, this first video does me some justice and you guys are interested. If you have any comments, feedback, or anything for me as a new creator, please leave me something in the comments below to kind of learn from and continue to grow. But starting out, I wanted to talk about Zelda's 35th anniversary and kind of how strange that situation's been surrounding it, especially with the silence from Nintendo. IGN, I think, did a great article on this that said it felt like everyone celebrated Zelda's 35th anniversary except for Nintendo. The article says The Legend of Zelda celebrated its 35th anniversary on February 22nd, 2021, and many from across the world shared incredible and heartwarming memories of this beloved franchise. However, Nintendo itself was surprisingly quiet about Link's latest birthday. The Legend of Zelda released on the NES in Japan on February 21st, 1986, and it began a series that many regard as one of the best in all of video games. As its 35th anniversary drew closer, many expected a big celebration for The Legend of Zelda in the same way that Nintendo celebrated Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary. The article continues and says last Wednesday, for the first time since September 4th, 2019, we were treated to a proper Nintendo Direct. Many hoped and dreamed, especially with it occurring just 4 days before Zelda's 35th anniversary, that we would hear of Nintendo's plans to celebrate those who call Hyrule home. While we did get the exciting reveal that The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD and themed Joy-Con will be released on the Switch on July 16th, the only other big Zelda news we received was that an update for Breath of the Wild 2 will hopefully arrive later this year, and that Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will be getting an expansion pass. This article also has this cool section here that shows the scores that the Legend of Zelda games have received from IGN over the years as they were released. Some of the notable ones being the original Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past. Just a really cool thing if you guys want to go through and see what people thought about them back when they were actually released. The article also continues on to just show industry professionals, fans, and just all around people that love Zelda going over the 35th anniversary, celebrating it in their own way, despite having any actual information or updates from Nintendo on whether something official would be being done for the 35th anniversary celebration. So at the top of that IGN article, there was a section that compared the Mario 35th anniversary to the silence we're seeing on The Legend of Zelda. So one of the things I wanted to do was take a look at the franchise sales for Nintendo and compare Mario and Zelda and see if it would make sense for Zelda to be doing their 35th anniversary so close to the Mario franchise. And if you look at the sales here on this page I have pulled up from Fandom.com, Mario sold 740 million copies where the Legend of Zelda franchise has only sold 125 million. If I were Nintendo, I guess I could see the point in saying, hey, these things should be separated out. Doing the Zelda one too close would detract from their main attraction of Mario, and doing that 35th anniversary, which I think just wrapped up on March 30th last month. So hopefully in the next month or two, maybe we'll see some more news about Zelda's 35th anniversary. If anything, I'm a little bit worried that we won't, just because they've already talked about Skyward Sword. They're pushing out the Joy-Con controllers, and that was kind of all we received. So I think one of the things that surprised me the most about the news we did get surrounding Skyward Sword's remaster is the fact that they didn't choose a different game to celebrate the 35th anniversary. Skyward Sword, I've never personally played. If you guys enjoyed it and you guys are excited about the remake, I'd love to hear from you. See something in the comments below. For me personally, I would have leaned more heavily on something like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, where we haven't seen a remaster done for a console since the 3DS. Those two games in particular, I feel like could have easily been bundled together and just done some sort of HD update rather than having to do an actual remake and expend a ton of effort. I feel like they could have just updated the visuals to HD, stuck the two games together in like a 90s bundle, and shoved it out into the e-store for like $89.99. I personally would have loved to pay that price just to get those two games in our hands. I was a big fan of Majora's Mask. My wife is a huge fan of Ocarina of Time. I think that would have brought Majora's Mask sales up per units if that was their goal with Skyward Sword, being that it's also at the bottom of the list right next to Majora's Mask. The other thing is Twilight Princess. That game has updated controls, which would have been a little bit easier to convert to the Switch. It's got great visuals as is. Nothing probably would have needed to be done there besides maybe upscale to 1080p, and then just stick that in the e-store as well. So I'm a little bit shocked that Skyward Sword is the direction we went. Again, I've never personally played it. I don't know many people that have played it. If it's something you enjoy and something you're excited about and you think it was the right call, leave something in the comments below. I'd really love to hear you guys' opinions on that. And then also maybe which games you guys would have preferred to see Nintendo do for the 35th anniversary. That being said, that's all I had for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my first video. If there's anything you guys think I could have done better, again, reach out to me in the comments below. If you enjoyed what I did, please give me a like, subscribe, help me grow